Hi, my name is Glenn Matecun, and I am an estate planning and elder law attorney. I'm also the founder of the Elder Care Whiteboard. This session is about how to pay for long-term care. And what I tell my clients is there's really only 5 ways to pay for long-term care. The first way is pay out of pocket until you're broke. And while we all understand that, we don't necessarily want to be in that position. So even though that is an option, we'd rather not use that as a planning option. So the second one is long-term care insurance. And there's a lot of information about long-term care insurance out there, and there's different types of long-term care insurance. And so for purposes of this session, I just want you to understand that there's a couple different ways that you can get long-term care insurance. One is what they call traditional long-term care insurance, and that is where you pay a premium, and if you ever need long-term care, then long-term care would kick in when you need it. The problems that my clients talk to me about traditional long-term care insurance is that, number one, the premiums seem to be going up, and sometimes they're going up drastically. And number two, if you don't use the long-term care insurance and you die, you don't get those premiums back. And so those are the things I'm hearing from my clients on traditional long-term care insurance. On the other hand, there are some what we call hybrid policies, and it's a combination of life insurance and long-term care where you pay a premium up front, and that premium never increases, number one, and number two, if you die before you use it, that premium that you paid will come back to your heirs in the form of a life insurance payment. And so as you're looking at these different options, make sure you understand the difference between a traditional policy and a hybrid policy and see which one works best for you. The third long-term care option, and it only applies to certain people, is veterans benefits. We've done a whole session on veterans benefits, and it applies to wartime veterans. So take a look at that session if it may apply to you, and you'll be able to get some more details on paying for home care, paying for assisted living costs. It's a really, really nice benefit. The fourth way to pay for long-term care is Medicare. Medicare. Now, it's a very limited benefit. If you stay in the hospital for a full 3 days and then you are transferred to skilled nursing rehabilitation, Medicare will pay the first 20 days, and then it pays a portion of the next 80 days. And if you have some supplemental insurance, that will pay the balance. And so some people come in and they say, well, I have Medicare, so my long-term care is taken care of. That's not the fact, okay? The fact is that Medicare pays for a very limited period of time in skilled nursing. And what that leaves is, number 5, Medicaid. And most people will look at me and they'll say, well, I can't get Medicaid. I have too many assets. I have too high income. You would be very surprised at the people who qualify for governmental benefits and Medicaid when it comes to long-term care in a nursing home. And so those are the 5 ways to pay for long-term care. You should explore all of them if you are in a situation where you or a loved one needs long-term care, and make sure you choose the right option that's best for you and best for your family. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.